Hello and welcome back to All About Community. Again, my name is Robert L. Harris. I am your host. And as I told you when we went to break, that my next guest would be Judge Brenda Harbin Forte. Actually, she's a longtime friend of mine, matter of fact, for many, many years. Uh, She's a retired judge of the Alameda County Superior Court. Welcome, Brenda, to All About Community. I won't call you judge. I'll just call you Brenda
Please
because
call me
that's
Brenda.
how I know you.
exactly, Bob. Thank you so much for having me here.
Well, good. Let's chat a little bit about your background because I know you have an amazing background and just absolutely incredible what you've been able to accomplish. Where were you born?
I was born in Mississippi. I grew up in
Mississippi.
I grew up in Meridian, Mississippi.
How did you escape Mississippi? I escaped the cotton patches of Arkansas. As a matter of fact, I wrote a book. I think you've read it
Right,
called
absolutely.
Goodbye, Arkansas. I was waving bye-bye as I was on the Continental bus getting out of Arkansas.
Yes,
Now, how did you escape Mississippi?
Well, in 2012. When was my son born? 2012. 1970 is when we left Mississippi. My parents and the five of us youngest children escaped Mississippi. And we moved to California, to Oakland, where my father had some relatives. Some of his sisters lived here, and we were able to move. And when I came out here, my 2-week-old son was with me. So I was 16 years old when I moved here to California.
And had you already finished high school?
No, it was the summer between my 10th and 11th grade years of high school. So when I got to Oakland, I enrolled in McClymonds High.
Go Mac!
McClymonds High. About 2 weeks after I got to Oakland.
And what about college? Where'd you go to college?
Went to Berkeley undergrad, straight through from high school to Berkeley undergrad, and then to Berkeley's law school.
Berkeley Law used to be called Boat Hall.
Boat Hall, that's right. That's right. That's exactly. So, and I graduated law school in 1979, and from there went and did a clerkship on the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals on the central staff of the Federal Court of Appeals. And then went into John Burris's law firm. That was my first
Good old John.
Good old John. My first law firm job was with John Burris's office. I was there for a couple of years.
Yeah.
Then I went to a big law firm that was had an Oakland office, but was based in San Francisco. They had an Oakland office and other offices actually around the country and around the world, because we had a Hong Kong office as well. So I got the big law firm experience there.
Now, let me give you the $64,000 question. Well, it's worth a lot more than $64,000 now.
Yes.
But the big question is, how did you become a judge of the Alameda County Superior Court? And I'll tell you, we've had Judge Barranco on here before, I guess about 3 or 4 months ago.
Okay.
And he had an exciting story. But
yes.
how did you end up on the Superior Court of Alameda County?
I think I always wanted to become a judge. And
always wanted
to become a judge. I think certainly by the time I got into college, I wanted to become a judge. So if I could have skipped law school and everything, going right onto the bench, because I like telling people what to do.
I know you do.
Actually, I'm very shy.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, you've done an excellent job with the California Association of Black Lawyers in terms of chartering the history of Black judges in California.
Right.
Absolutely incredible.
Thank you. We keep track of Black judges and try to make sure that that our bench is diversified, and that the courts around the state look like the people who are coming into the courtrooms, so that they can be reassured that there's a better quality.
And you
justice.
served on the bench up until your retirement.
Yes. I was appointed after I went to the big law firm. I made partner there, and then about 2 years after I made partner there, I got appointed to the bench. I got appointed to the bench in January 1992. And we got appointed to the Alameda County Superior Court because then there was, to the Alameda County Municipal Court. They were municipal and superior courts divided then. And in 1998, the courts merged, so they all became the Alameda County Superior Court. And that's when I became a Superior Court judge. And
Yeah.
I served until November 2019. That's when I retired.
And I must admit, you did a fantastic job as a judge.
Thank you.
And
Thank
again, I
you.
want to commend you on all that you have done, because as a lawyer, I have watched you over the years, and we're very proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now we're going to get to an amazing subject, the
Okay.
police commission. How did you end up on the police commission?
You know, I will have to say, from my first law firm job with
Mhm.
John Burris, I'd always been interested in law enforcement, constitutional law enforcement, to ensure that civil rights weren't being violated. So when I got the opportunity after I retired, Mayor Libby Schaff asked if I wanted to serve on the police commission, and I jumped at that opportunity. The mayor can appoint certain members to the police commission.
How many can she appoint?
She actually has 4 appointments.
4 appointments.
There's 4 appointments.
And there are 7 on.
There are
commission?
9
9
total.
on the commission. Okay.
So the mayor can appoint 3 regular commissioners and 1 alternate commissioner. And then the other 5 seats can be filled by what's called the Oakland Police Commission Selection Panel. And we're going to talk about that selection panel.
Are.
Yes, we are.
But
so
first,
they can fill 5 seats.
First, we're going to
Yes.
have to go to break.
Okay.
I mean, time goes by so quickly.
Yes, yes.
And I was interested when you start talking about John Burris, because I remember his book, Blue versus Black.
Yes, absolutely.
So don't touch that remote. We will be right back with All About Community. Again, my name is Robert L. Harris. I am your host, and my guest is Judge Brenda Harbin Forte, Alameda County Superior Court, retired.